Welcome to this session on printing documents and capturing screens within SAP. In this demonstration, you'll explore how to print documents immediately or queue them using the spool system, configure your default printer, manage print jobs efficiently, and capture screen content for documentation and training. These functions are especially useful in supporting reporting, audit readiness, process tracking, and user communication. You'll learn to distinguish between immediate printing and spool printing, use output control features, print standard reports, assign a default printer, and capture SAP screens using built-in or external tools. Whether you're printing vendor lists, saving reports for review, or creating training documentation, these tools empower you to work smarter and communicate more clearly. Let's look at how these features support a global enterprise like Pepsi. At Pepsi, different roles depend on SAP printing every day. A procurement analyst in Brazil may run a vendor performance report and print it using a spool request for later distribution to the regional leadership team. Meanwhile, a logistics coordinator in Turkey prints warehouse inventory reports daily using a predefined layout and a default printer set to match their department's network printer. These tasks are performed seamlessly thanks to SAP's integrated printing system. Finance teams at Pepsi rely heavily on SAP List Viewer ALV reports, generating batch reports like monthly invoice summaries and vendor aging data. They often export these into PDF or Excel formats for executive dashboards or audit review. Instead of printing instantly, many of these outputs are queued as spool requests, so they can be reviewed, scheduled, and printed in batches without disrupting the live system. Meanwhile, technical and training teams across Pepsi's operations use SAP's screen capture functionality to generate documentation for new users. Screenshots of invoice displays, posting confirmations, or inventory transfers are embedded into training manuals, support emails, and internal guides. Pepsi's standardized print and capture workflows reduce duplication, support regulatory compliance, and enable better communication across regions and departments. Now reflect on your own work. Do you print documents daily? Are your print jobs organized and traceable? Could configuring a default printer or using spool requests streamline your reporting process? How often do you capture SAP screens for documentation or collaboration? Let's begin and explore how SAP's print and screenshot tools can support a more efficient and transparent working environment. SAP provides two main options for printing documents: immediate printing and spool system printing. Immediate printing directly sends the document to a printer, making it ideal for quick, on-demand outputs. Spool system printing, on the other hand, stores print jobs in a queue, managing them systematically and allowing for batch processing at a later time. To print a document immediately, open the specific document you want to print. Click the print button located in the menu bar. Alternatively, you can use the shortcut Ctrl+P or navigate through the menu by selecting List Print in the menu bar. Once selected, a print options window will appear, allowing you to configure your print preferences. Here, you can select the printer name from the available list and specify print settings such as the number of copies, page range, orientation, and other detailed settings. After entering your preferences, click Print to send the job directly to your chosen printer. SAP utilizes a spool and output request system to manage and control print jobs efficiently. The spool request temporarily stores the print job within the system until it is ready for printing, helping manage printer workload and scheduling. The output request, which is generated from the spool request, is the actual print job that gets dispatched to the printer for output. To create a spool request instead of printing immediately, first open the document intended for printing. Click Print or press Ctrl+P to bring up the Print Options window. In this window, choose the Spool Only option rather than immediate printing, then click Print. This action will generate a spool request instead of direct printing. SAP will then display a spool request ID prominently in the status bar, which you can use to track and manage the print job. To process a spool request for printing, navigate to System Services Output Control. In the Output Control screen, update the selection criteria if needed to filter and find the appropriate spool requests. Select your spool request ID from the provided list. Once selected, click Print to create an output request and dispatch it to the printer. This enables precise management of printing tasks and helps organize large-scale or batch print jobs effectively. You can also generate multiple output requests for a single spool request. This feature allows printing of the same document across different printers or at various locations, providing flexibility in handling document distribution. SAP facilitates printing of various business lists and reports such as vendor lists, customer lists, inventory reports, and sales reports. For example, to print a vendor list, navigate to Logistics, Materials Management, Purchasing, Master Data, Vendor, List Displays, MKVG Purchasing List. Enter the necessary selection criteria such as the purchasing organization or specific vendors. Click Execute to generate the vendor list. Once the report appears, click Print or press Ctrl+P. Configure the print options including the printer selection, number of copies, and formatting details, and click Print to send the document to the selected printer. The same procedure applies seamlessly to customer lists, sales reports, inventory reports, and other standard reports within SAP. If you frequently use a specific printer, setting it as your default printer saves time and improves efficiency. To set your default printer, navigate to System User Profile Own Data. Within your user profile, click the Defaults tab, locate the Output Device field, and enter your preferred printer. To streamline your workflow even further, enable the Print Immediately option for automatic printing upon issuing print commands. Click Save to store these settings permanently within your profile. Sometimes you might need to capture a screenshot of the SAP interface for documentation, troubleshooting, or reporting purposes. There are two primary methods to capture screenshots in SAP. Method 1, using the SAP hard copy function. Open the SAP screen you intend to capture. Click the Adapt Local Layout button on the standard toolbar and select Hard Copy from the drop-down menu. SAP will generate a PDF document or image file, which you can save directly to your computer. Method 2, using Microsoft Office or standard screen capture methods. Navigate to the desired SAP screen. Press the Print Screen PRTSCN button on your keyboard to copy the current view of your screen. Next, open Microsoft Paint, Word, PowerPoint, or any other image editing or word processing software. Press Ctrl+V to paste the captured screenshot into your chosen application. From there, you can edit, annotate, and save the screenshot for further use or distribution. These methods help efficiently document and share SAP screens, supporting clear communication, training, and auditing processes within your organization. Well done! You've now completed this session on printing documents and capturing screens in SAP. You've learned how to print reports and transactional documents immediately or queue them with spool requests, configure print preferences, assign a default printer, and use both SAP and standard PC tools to take effective screenshots. These tools are essential for teams that rely on timely reporting, clear communication, and structured documentation. Whether you're preparing for audits, creating training materials, or just printing daily reports, Mastering these capabilities enhances clarity, traceability, and professionalism in your SAP environment. Let's revisit our Pepsi example. With thousands of SAP users across procurement, logistics, finance, and training, printing and screen capture are everyday necessities. From batch printing invoices in North America to capturing error messages for IT support in Egypt to creating customized training content in China, these features keep operations running smoothly and teams connected across the globe. By using spool requests, Pepsi ensures that high volume reports don't overload the system and can be processed at non peak times. By setting default printers, they reduce time spent choosing print settings. And by capturing SAP screens directly or with third party tools, they create a culture of clarity and collaboration in every corner of the organization. Now ask yourself, are your SAP print jobs managed efficiently? Could saving print settings or using spool queues help reduce rework? Are screenshots part of your training and support process? With these tools at your fingertips, you're ready to support your team, reduce system clutter, and communicate more effectively. Keep practicing and building on these essential skills. Your productivity and your team will thank you.